In the past, I have found sexism in role-playing games a problem when I've been a female role player. When you're there, oh, you're getting in the kitchen with the other women. I'm like, no. And that's the last time we went to those games. But now it seems mostly improved, and our own gaming group, there have been times where the women have outnumbered the men, and my husband, the GM, has found that the dynamic of the gaming is slightly different when you've got more females involved, but the sexism really doesn't come into it for me anymore.
As a girl playing games, you must be there to get guys. I've had that kind of reaction from people before.
It is something, for example, my wife has experienced. She's an avid role-playing games fan. She loves to really throw herself into her characters, but because she is a girl, many DMs will sort of frown on her, and it's just like, to those guys I say, you know, F you.
I can honestly say that in years of gaming, I've never once been made to feel uncomfortable.
We've had the GM once who did like to, it wasn't female gamers, he was very strange. He liked to put female characters in very unusual situations, shall we say, with whips and chains. We dealt with that out of game by simply walking away and finding another GM who we liked better.
I've had no problem with regards to the sexism issues in the with other gamers. In fact, it's been very the opposite because of lack of female gamers in the industry. They have been really conscious of that, and they've been very welcoming and warming towards. So, even if I'm just a beginner, it's just been very nice, very kind.
I think the majority of my experiences tend to be positive discrimination. And this is something that other girls I've spoken to have encountered as well, where I played in a D&D game at a convention once, and I was quite hungover, and I was practically asleep, and I was a really bad player in that game. I was just a complete disaster, and it was a competition game, and I won it. And I felt really bad about that because I was the only girl at the table, and I was clearly the worst player.
I myself haven't felt awkward, but I know that other people have felt awkward.
There was an instance where, for the whole scenario, because I was a healer and a cleric and a girl, I had to hold the baby, which was not fun for me, really. I had my revenge. It was quite unsubtle and quite hilarious.
One of the things that is, I think it's important to think about with women in gaming is where the actual venue is for the gaming. Women who are not familiar with a gaming group are sometimes quite put off by coming on their own into a venue which is maybe a slightly shady area of town where people could afford to hire the room above the pub.
I've had the usual being hit on by people in gaming, character, out of character, all that sort of thing, but in a role play, you should be grown-ups, you should know how to deal with that kind of thing.